Hello everyone, welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are about to drive these RVs. Or what are they, man? RVs from Budapest to someplace close by... Actually, let me first just figure what the heck I'm doing. Wow, I'm not even lined up, dude. What's this? Done this before, I know what I'm doing. Oh shit. Alright. Press this button. Where are you? Coupling. We're gonna drive these RVs to... Oh. Where are we driving it to? Where's my map? I want to show everybody what the heck I'm doing. World map, please. Budapest to Banska, Bystrica. Yep, that's the place. That's the place. No, don't make marks. How do I get back? I thought if I press the same button, I get... Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, well, that was fun. Thanks for... Why doesn't these buttons send me back? It's supposed to. Hope this button works. There we go. Welcome back. Let's drive. Come on, RVs. I'm still like in my iRacing Formula 4 mode. I seriously did really bad today. I haven't raced in another week. In about a week, and man, did I do so crappy. Crashed my car, broke the wheel. But in the end, even though that I was intermixing myself with the rest of the racers, at the end I still got last place, man. I saw Sean and I took his ass out at the end of the race. Revenge kill, Sean. I think he owes me a revenge kill at this point, but damn, I got that AI. Freaking nailed it. Anyways. I like nighttime driving this game. It's so much fun. And excuse me if I whip my head around too much. I'll try to keep it as smooth as possible. Ooh, halfway tired. That's not good. And don't slam into the back of this truck. So, talking about driving, I went on a Jeep trip last weekend. I think, no, 2 weekends ago, maybe. I don't know. I'm so glad I bought myself my Jeep, because the roads getting there, man, were crappy poopy. I mean, they were paved, but they were like cracking and falling apart, and they were all twists and turns and hilly. And my old car, like a little economy Nissan Versa, that would have never made that trip. What happened? Why is this? Why are we getting lag? We shouldn't. I freaking did all my settings. I made it nice. Anyways. So, I drove up to this little tiny river. And I showed up late. It was around like 10 a.m. Not p.m. And it started to get really warm out. But I still went and did my hiking trip where... it was very enjoyable because it was a lot of nature and rocks and bushes and flowers and cactus and just crazy looking knocked over trees and stuff that I've never seen around my area. And this was like a 45-minute drive away from like where I live, so it was so interesting just seeing the difference in environments. And it was the real desert heat. I hiked for about 1 hour, and afterwards I was dead tired. But it was actually really interesting. I did walk up to this little tiny river that this place is known for, and there were a lot of people there, hanging out, enjoying this little, like, I'm not even sure. It really wasn't even a river. It was more like an exaggerated brook. And it was the weirdest thing. I didn't take any pictures because there was a lot of signs up saying like, hey, respect the other tourists here and the other people. Don't be going around like making a social media scene out of them, and including like they're just like no drones, no content creator ishness. Wow, dude, I almost ran you over. And so I just respected them, but it was the most weirdest sights because there were these, I don't know, older people, bloated over people who were sitting in the middle of the stream with their legs spread, having the water kind of rush over their lower body, kind of like sitting in the current of a crazy little stream, getting their junk cooled. That's the best way I could put it. And it was really awkward how many people were doing it. I was just sitting there like, yeah, it's a hot day out, but just the way that they were enjoying the river, like these, you know, like lazy, beached butterball humans cooling their junk as the rapids flowed over their body. It just wasn't one person. It was like 8 or 9 people doing it. So I was just, it's a funny moment. But I was only able to do my hiking trail for about half the way. I made it to this like purple marker spot, and then I turned around and came back, and it was getting too hot. But it was really interesting. I made it to a smaller kind of like calm basin of water and a smaller brook that had like trees covering it. And I knelt down next to this nice brook, and there were these, you know, like yellow leaves that looked like they were like fallen from trees in Lordaeron from Lord of the Rings. It was kind of beautiful. And I stuck my hand into the water to kind of hold one of these yellow leaves, and immediately, as soon as my hand entered the water, the coolness and the coldness like rejuvenated my body. It felt like I got this new, I don't know, energized feeling, because it was so hot out. Just touching that super cold water felt amazing. And after that moment, I was ready to do another trip. I really wanted to be like, okay, let's get back out there and finish this hiking trail. I'm going to do the whole thing this time. Nothing's going to stop me. And then I stood there for a moment and said, I've hiked enough. I really have. And turned around. And so as I was leaving, because you had to make reservations for this place, and it's a very like family orientated area, and there were a lot of like families hanging out around like trees doing like picnicky stuff. Nobody was hiking because it was too damn hot out, but I don't know if anybody else has found this to be similar. Whenever you meet a park ranger, because there was a park ranger operating a gate, that's why I was talking about reservations. They had to like open and close the gate, let in people to this special spot. And the guy there was, I gotta tell you that park rangers are the most kindest people I've ever met. And they've got this like Kris Kringle twinkle in their eye, every one of them, because I met at least like 5 of them while I was there. And they were always just so understanding and helpful, and just making this complete eye contact with this just wholesome smile. And the guy is just calmly talking to me like, oh yeah, I know, right? It's really warm out today, and it's too bad that like you showed up now, because the hiking trails are so amazing, but you know what? You could always come back, and you're always welcome here. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. You know how this gate is locked here? If you show up early in the morning, between this time and this time, you can park on the side of the road. You saw these little like pullover spots, right? And we put up cones to kind of stop people from like lurking, pretty much. But if you come early enough, park your car there, and then you can hop this gate and go back hiking. So I hope you do. And then I'm just like, my God, Santa, like that's how I feel whenever I talk to a park ranger. They're just dressed in green, and they all got these, like beards, too, these like perfectly trimmed beards. It's so amazing. I had fun. I'll definitely go back another day. But I have other trips. Yep, totally missed. Didn't properly brake on that turn. My stuff's still with me. I'm sitting there yapping and racing. So this weekend coming up, I'm doing the tram run. Where I'm going to be going up to the mountains, a mountain spot near me, and I'll be driving to this small town where there's a tram too from my city to their town. So I'm gonna check that out first, and maybe come back and do the tram ride one time. I really don't have anybody to like do the tram ride with. Actually, oh man, yesterday I was at the store. And it's raining out. Surprise, surprise. We're in Europe and it's raining out. Wow. And so I was walking around the store. And there was these moments happened to me where, as I've talked in like other videos, where my city, if straight women, single straight women have this radar built in, and they can snuff out straight men. And so I had this pretty young woman following me around in the store, and I made eye contact and I smiled with her when I walked in. She kind of just followed me around, and she kept on coming up to the same spots next to me where I was going, whether it's like I had to get bleach, or I had to get cleaning supplies, or I had to get specific Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream that I really enjoy. And that was the funniest moment, where I went to go get the ice cream and she just stood like right next to me, staring at the ice cream stuff, and just looked at me. And I smiled at her, and I go, and I'm just like, hello. And she just sat there smiling at me. And I just got my ice cream and I left. And I thought to myself in that moment, like, should I ask this girl if she wants to go on the tram ride? Yeah, hey, we're strangers, but you've been following me around, obviously, for some reason. Do you want to go on a tram ride with me? And now in this moment, I totally regret it, because I just kind of, I don't know, kind of just sit there and think, that would be something crazy to ask another person who's a completely stranger. Even though she's been like stalking me the entire store run, and she's gorgeous. I mean, my type of woman, but I don't know. I was kind of like, this is too good to be true. What's the catch, huh? What's this person's deal? Gotta stop doing that. We are going to run this light because we've made it. Is it that? Oh shit! Nope, it's right here. Anyways, this is enough yapping for this drive. I have more stories for you next time to share. A lot about food. A lot about food. I forget what other stuff. Ooh, weirdly, somebody bought Humvees in my complex, so I'm not sure what that's about. And I got a couple like army stories for you for next time. But alright, everybody, this is it for now. I'm not gonna back up the truck thing for you. It's been long enough, but hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.